All right, welcome back, everybody. Anybody that's new here, thanks for joining me today. It's pretty early. I didn't really get any sleep, but hopefully it's all worth it. I was sitting there up all night thinking about this stuff. So I'm gonna go to a new spillway. I don't think I've ever fished it. I probably have at some point in my life. I just don't remember. I fished all over the state of Wisconsin, so there's probably been times I've been there, but this will be the first time I go to do what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna try to get a bunch of big fish. I'm gonna try and make it quick, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. Obviously, if you've seen this, I got on some fish. All right, guys. So I made it. This is my first time here. There's nobody here. That's why I came so early. I don't know if the water's high or low, so we will see how it goes. But first things first this morning, I'm gonna keep it really simple. I'm gonna go catch some bait, and then I'm gonna set some bottom lines, maybe catfish, maybe cast for some stuff. So stay tuned. Hopefully we catch some fish. How's it going? Get anything yet?
What's your name?
Dave.
Dave?
Yeah.
You're a YouTuber, huh?
Yep.
I follow you too, bro.
Really?
Yeah,
What was that?
I follow you too.
Oh, thanks.
And almost a subscriber.
£5 cat on this would be fun. This is a light, like a light. Yeah.
What kind of day?
Yeah. Medium light, extra fast.
After your window pump?
Yeah.
I never knew that they open water on.
Yeah. Yeah, I started with them for ice fishing because I live on the ice. And then I was talking to him about building me like custom open water rods. He's like, we make open water rods. I was like, oh. I was like, okay. Yeah. No, I like them. This one's pretty good. I like it for the slip bobber because it's a, what is it? It's like a 7 or 8 foot. Yeah. An 8 footer with a nice soft tip, but it's pretty quick backbone to it. Yeah, this one's it's the medium light, but it's got the extra fast tip. So like, this would be like a really good white bass rod. See? It's only like the first 1.5 feet of this that's got the actual bend in it, and then it goes right into a good medium backbone. Well, I don't know what that is, but it hit my jig bouncing along the bottom. Might be a cat. Of course, I didn't bring a net. Oh, yeah. That's one. Yeah, if I wanted to eat catfish. That's one. The drums are just nuts. Well, it smacked it just like a white bass would. I was just slow rolling it over a flat, and it just bam. I felt it. Yep. Well, if I don't have to do anything else, this is fun. Really?
Yeah, you just set the bobber so I have a pink jig on. You just set it so it's just bouncing off the bottom everywhere. It's the slowest way you can fish a jig. Well, that's why I'm like, well, if anything, I can catch them this way. It's just the big cut bait's the only way you're going to get anything size-wise. But I'll take them. Yeah, I mean, legitimately, I could just get a limit of catfish and be happy too. All right, so I have 2 catfish so far, and I actually just found a spot on accident by setting my rod down where there's some bait fish. And yeah, I'm gonna catch a couple more of these bait fish if they keep biting, and I'm gonna try and get a couple more catfish. The goal here is to try to get a big one. Oh, and Jerry, I believe you said Jerry, nice meeting you. Kind of cool meeting some subscribers out on the water. This is really early in the morning, so good to see you guys out early. But yeah, I'm gonna try to catch some more catfish because that's the goal down here today. I have my big rods, but right now I'm just gonna keep trying to use the bobber until I get enough cut bait. Well, I got one right now. If I can get a couple more, I'll put out the big rods. Like I said, I just set my rod down here and I started getting bites. Wasn't planning on it, so I just got like this predetermined depth. I just set, like I said, I just set my rod down. It jigged a couple times, and then I started getting bites right next to this rock. Okay, so I'm gonna set up my big rod now. I got a couple of things to use for cut bait. While that's sitting, I'm gonna throw my bobber rod around still. I have 2 green sunfish right now. I'm just gonna cut the sides on the one of them and then toss it out into the deep hole that's out there, and hopefully that brings me a bigger catfish. Okay, got this guy, gonna toss him out. Hopefully he brings me a monster. Okay, that guy's set. Bait feeder set. Keep your fingers crossed for a monster. And while that one's doing work on the bottom, I'll put this guy out and try and get one on the bobber still. Well, that's not a catfish. It's a decent smallie. Go figure. I'll take him though. Little 13, 14-inch smallie. Surprised I didn't get more of you guys yet. 2 catfish and a smallmouth. I'll take it. That's kind of cool. Okay, broke off the frickin' last green sunfish I had, so gonna change things up and try and catch me a sucker or a carp to use for cut bait. Then I'll have a bunch, and then yeah, gonna have to doink around until I catch one or the other. Okay, let's see what else we can get on the slip bobber. Hooked up right away. I just cast it out towards whatever was splashing there. Feels better. That's a catfish. It's a little bit bigger. Yep. And there's a ton of these guys down here right now. Maybe I should keep a couple for food this time. That's like the perfect eater. I don't know, maybe I should go get my cooler. I'll let this guy go. That's my third one. We'll go get the cooler and then we'll see if anything else happens here. There we go. Not sure what this is. Feels bigger. Probably another cat, but I think it's a bigger one. If it is, I think I might have to go get a cooler. Go get my cooler. Because if I can get a couple good cats, I'll be happy. Decent, whatever it is. Staying down. Yep. Eat the kitty. They just got to be a little bit bigger than that. That guy was just 6-7 inches longer. Another one. This one feels good too. But this is a lighter rod. Same size. Cookie cutters. Really surprised I'm not getting any of these guys on the bottom rod. And he tore up that line. Probably rubbing against the rocks and stuff. Yeah, big tip. Catch a couple of them, chop about that much line off and retie. Okay, so I definitely saw some over here. From there to shore actually, so might be a pile of them just like sitting back in this slack water. Oh, there's a bite. Kind of a goofy hook set, yep. I had a really bad hook set on that guy. But I was right. There are fish over there. Okay, so it appears there's fish over here on the edge of this little break. So right there looks like it's just shallow enough for me to touch it. I can get this to come off of it. And there's fish right behind it. So literally there's a break line right there. Now I'm floating just above the bottom. See if there's anything over there still. Yep. Got him. So like I was saying, that's the biggest fish I think I got today, or hooked into. But like I was saying, right off the back of that brake line, where it wedges out, it seems like as long as you get this dragging off of it, these guys will come up and eat. This guy feels better. Yeah, that's about that eater size. Fortunately for this blind one-eyed guy, he's what I would keep, and I'm going to. So that's the first keeper of the day. Perfect eater. That's after like 6, 7 fish really close. Little rock bass, but he's going to become cut bait. Okay, I cut that rock bass up, turned him into cut bait. Just put a regular circle hook on. See if we'll bite. Oh, yep. Cut bait works. I don't know why I thought it wouldn't, but let's see if it gets me my bigger ones. Yep, I think that's another eater. I'm gonna keep my 5 kitties and then go home. Got that guy. Okay, that guy's bigger. This tuned up rod is getting put to work today. I like it for my slip bobber rod, but it's not necessarily the heaviest rod out there. I think this is a medium light extra fast. So, I mean, it is a medium light, so I should be able to handle most fish, but if I get a big one, it's gonna overpower it pretty quick, so I'm gonna just have to play it. Don't want to break my rod. There's another good one. There we go. That was a good bite. Get out of those rocks. There's another good one. Just needed my cut bait. That's 4. There's 5 if I can get them in. Here, kitty kitty. Figure the biggest cat of the day comes. This came right after I did the outro. So tip to all you YouTubers, shut your camera off for 5 seconds. This is gonna be another eater, so it's about probably 22, 23 inches long. I wouldn't eat anything much bigger than that, but yeah, this guy's going home. Unfortunately for him, I cast it again. All right, so that would have been 5, but it wasn't quite as big as I wanted the other ones. So everything else in there is like 15, 16 inches long, and that one was only like 14, maybe 13 inches long, and it was really skinny. So I'm gonna throw another piece of cut bait on and get it back out there, but the GoPro batteries are just about dead, and I'm out of memory card, and I didn't bring a spare, so I'm gonna call it here. I'm gonna try and get one more so I have my 5 catfish, and yeah, I'm gonna have some fresh catfish. I already did a catch and cook. I'll actually put that at the end of this one if you guys want to see how I cook these things. I make Cajun catfish nuggets if you guys are interested. Stay to the end of the video here, and I'll put the catch and cook I did last time with some catfish, and turned out really good. So like I said, stay for that video. Obviously, if you're not new here, you know what's up, but if you are new, could you please just remember to